All right, welcome back to Let's Learn C using AI. So we're ready for number 3 here in our little AI generated plan, the guessing game. So it's a random number, loop until guessed, and then track attempts. New concepts, while loops, if else, random, standard lib.h, which I'm pretty sure we have covered, and then time.h, so that's a new header file. As we know, the .h stands for header files. Okay, so the guessing game is a great project. 3, it'll layer on loops and random number generation on top of everything you already know. The guessing game introduces 2 big new concepts. Loop, C has while, do while, and for. You'll pick whichever fits the game flow best. Random numbers, C doesn't have a built-in math.random like JS. You need rand from standard lib. So let's import that, shall we? Import. Gosh, how do we do this again? Include. It's a hash include. Standard library.h. So you seed it with srand. You seed the randomness using the current time. Okay, so it's taking a seed and then deriving random numbers from that. I believe this is how randomness is done under the hood everywhere in computing. Okay. So here's the game spec. Keep it simple. Generate a random number between 1 and 100. Prompt the user to guess. Tell them too high or too low. Repeat until they get it right. Tell them how many guesses it took. Okay, that's pretty cool. To get started, try writing just the first chunk, your include lines, main, and the random number generation. You'll need 3 headers this time. Give it a shot and show me what you've got. I'll need 3 headers. So it's saying that it does, I do need time as well. So let's include time.header. I don't know why it needs 3 headers. It's told me 2. I guess standard in-out, right? Include standard in-out.h. That comes to 3. So we have int main with declaring our main method. It returns an integer, and we want it to return 0 because that tells the OS that everything is okay. Okay. So generate a random number between 1 and 100. All right. So I'm guessing it's an integer, right? So integer goal number equals, so rand, how does this work? Rand, okay, this is all header file stuff. So all right, it says rand %100 gives you 0 to 99. Okay, how do I seed this? How do I seed the rand? Okay, srand takes an unsigned integer as the seed. Same seed is same sequence every time. That's actually useful for debugging. For a real game, you want unpredictability. So, okay, so srand time null. Here's what's happening. Time null from the time header file returns the current time as seconds since the Unix epoch. Yep, same as JavaScript. The null means don't also store it in a pointer, just return it. Every second this value changes, so your sequence changes. Right, so we're not storing anything in memory. It just returns it. Okay. So srand sets the internal seed. Call srand once at the top of main before any rand calls. If you call it repeatedly like a loop, you'd be resetting the seed. Okay, so So I don't have to use the return. Have to use the return value from srand. Because normally you would think that random takes in a seed, but it's mutating a global internal state. I see. Okay. What I'm thinking though is like, is it a special internal state variable? What else can manipulate it? You're poking at the implementation. This is just a static variable inside your C library's implementation. All right. It's literally a static in a C file that you can't access directly. Only srand can manipulate it. The static keyword, static unsigned int next equals 1 equals seed. So static at the file scope, visible only within that C file. This is C's encapsulation mechanism. I don't have the full mental model because I still don't really know. So is the internal state named seed? Or is it something else? Like, does every C program have seed? No, you don't know what it's named, and it doesn't matter. The name is an implementation. Okay, so it could be next, seed, blah, 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 whatever the library author chose. The key point, you have no way to reference it. The static keyword makes it invisible outside that file. There's no header that exposes it, no symbol you can extern to reach it. You can only interact with it through the two functions, srand writes and rand reads. Okay, so it's basically a special thing. So like literally every C file has a seed that's globally available for rand to pick up. No, there's only one copy and it lives inside the C standard library source file. The file where rand and srand are implemented. Static file scope doesn't mean one per file. It means only visible within the file where it's declared. Since it's declared in one file, the library is crand. Okay, where is? Okay, all right. Your C library was pre-compiled into a shared library. That library contains the compiled code for rand. So when you include this, you're just getting the function declarations. We covered this before. So when you compile and linking is what happens with libraries, your program connects to that library and calls those functions which operate on that single variable. Okay. Okay, for real this time. Dude, it's so pushy. Stop being so pushy, bro. All right, chill out. Fair enough. Ask me anything. I'm here when you're ready. That's right, man. What the heck? Include is a common source of misconception. Yeah, I understand that. So there is a precompiled library that sets an invisible state. Okay, so basically we just call, what is it, srand, what is it, time null. That's going to set the state. And rand is just going to use that whenever it runs. I guess this just keeps ticking, right? But it only runs once on the function, so it's not a loop or anything. So we're going to cover loops today, I believe. So, okay, so it's random. All right. The goal number is random. What's next? Prompt the user to guess. Okay, so I'll do printf. Please enter your guess. New line. Semicolon. Then we do scanf, which takes in takes in a character. What did we do for the temp converter here? The scan results. Okay, so yeah, it'll be an integer, and then do scan result equals scanf. I think it's %d is that integer? Wait, that's double, right? What's integer? What's the percentage shorthand for integer? No, I mean the placeholder syntax. Right, okay. D and I. Okay, whatever. And then this is going to be, so I have to point it towards, yeah, I have to declare it. Okay. Int goal number and int guess number. Right? Yep. And then this is pointing at, is it the address of guess number? Is it and? Yep. Scan result is scanf, guess number, and we're going to return 0. What we're going to do is I'm going to take it in stages. So the first thing that I want to do is compile it so that we printf you have entered %d as your guess, and then it requires the guess number thing, so we want the value of guess number. So I'm going to run compile on this. GCC, I think it's warning all, warning extra, guessing, oops, guessing game.c, guessing game. I hope I've got the syntax right. I didn't look up anything this time. Ooh, okay. /. Okay. Okay, what's the GCC command again? -o. Okay. So it's W extra dash output is guessing game, and then the source is guessing game.c. Warning, unused variable. Have I goal number is unused, and then the scan result is unused. 2 warnings. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So I'm just going to run this first iteration. Guessing what? Guessing game. Right. Guessing game. Please enter your guess. 8. You have entered 8 as your guess. All right. Well, that is iteration 1. I'm going to cut these videos a bit shorter, so I might end this video here. We have learned about seeding a random, seeding the rand function with a seed, and apparently it just mutates global internal state that every time rand runs, it looks at the seed. We're running it one time when it call the main. We call the main and it runs, it gets the current time. It doesn't save it in memory. It just returns the time one time. So we're not saving the time anywhere, but we're using it as a seed. We then declare the goal number, which is a random based on that seed. We've declared the guess number, but not instantiated it. We've prompted the user to enter their guess. The scan result is whatever they enter in. And then we have just told them what they have entered as the guess. I'm going to close this session off here and then continue later. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.